actually here for a really important event. I will tell you at the end of the video, depending on how it goes. At the moment, I'm cooking some caramelised onion pasta for a cosy meal because we've been in the car for 4 hours. So let's make that, and then I'll give you an Airbnb tour, and then we can go into Porthleven because that's where we're staying today. There's a food festival on today, so it's absolutely heaving, which we didn't even realise it's going to be on. So yeah, it's like the busiest day I think you could be here. I don't want it to cook too fast, so I'm just gonna get it really starchy. They say low and slow with the onions, so that's what I'm doing. It feels a bit American to add cream to pasta, but I have some with me. It's gonna go off, so I am gonna put it in. I feel like it will make it really nice, but I added some chili flakes because I don't love really sweet savoury food, so the chili flakes have really balanced it for me.
Back in a minute.
Got the beach all to ourselves. I'm getting ready to go out for the day. So what we're doing is we're exploring a new part of the map. So last time we came, we went Truro, Falmouth, and then we went all the way down to Mousehole, Penzance, Land's End, and like that was our little journey. But we kind of missed out right under Falmouth, Helston, Helford, around there. So we're going there today to like have a look what it's like, because I'll just tell you now, Ollie's got an interview with a really cool company for a potential job, similar industry to what he's already in, so that's good. So he's got an interview tomorrow, so we've come down to stay so that he can do that interview and, you know, just make the most of the bank holiday. We want to know, like, we know we would live near-ish Falmouth, but it's not my preference. So if we could live that a little bit further down, that might be better, because I'm loving Porthleven at the moment. But yeah, I'm really excited to go out today. So I think we're going to go to some beaches. I'll be honest, like with this kind of content, I don't really know what to say. I sometimes feel like I just explain the obvious and I don't really talk about anything other than what I'm doing, which I kind of think is a bit boring. But I don't know how to make it engaging, so I shouldn't really be asking for tips on that, but I just don't know how to make it more fun. This cafe offered me a real sense of rest, and the view was so amazing that it just made me feel really imaginative and reflective. I think there are some locations that are just so unique and so special, and it had such a strong vibe, but it was only tiny, and the people in there had a lovely energy. The food felt like it had been made with love, and I really enjoyed walking along there and seeing that view from that window. It was such a treat. When we followed on to the next place, this beach, we went to the quiet bit because the tide was in, so we walked up the hill and then went down the coastal bit, so we had it technically to ourselves, which was just so wonderful. I love to have my own space. When I go to nature, when it's busy, it just doesn't feel the same. Something I love about the sea is that it offers me perspective. Because it's so vast, it holds so much life, but it's a constant, it's always there, and it always comes in and goes out again, and it's something that you can rely on. If there's stressful times in my life, I think about how there are problems much greater than mine, beyond what I can see, and I just find it really helps to offer me perspective, which I'm always looking for perspective when I'm finding something difficult, because usually it's really not that bad or as bad as other things going on in the world. We've gone for coffee, sat near the water, and now Ollie's going for a dip. We're currently at the beach. The colours of the sea is just absolutely stunning. There's clear water at the very front of the shore, and then you've got some lagoon colours, and then you've got like a deep blue running through. It just looks amazing. It's so lovely here. I really like it here. I'm so glad that I've explored so much of Cornwall now. This would be a perfect location to write a book. I saw this amazing cafe yesterday. It was like this tiny little, it was virtually a room with this amazing window that was overlooking the water, and the people in there were lovely, and it just had such a special vibe. And I do love that about when you go places that don't have loads of chain coffee shops, and you get really personal interiors and flavours and artworks, and it was just, yeah, I just love it. It's so inspiring coming here because there's a lot of individualness in everything, and it's just nice to see people's creativity and like imagination in businesses. I went into this cafe this morning, and there was like a chocolate cupcake with a pistachio cream cheese topping, and it had like this big thick filled bark thing on the top. Like, just the profile, the flavour profile of that alone, and so much thought gone into it. Like, it really is about pleasure and not profit, and that is just what I love. For me, this is honestly like all I want from life, is a routine that is my own, to eat food that makes me feel happy and healthy, to enjoy the most natural things in life and the most creative and personal things in life. That's just all I want. Oh my god, it's David Hasselhoff. That is so tiring, running up these little stones. Wow! Who is that? It's 11:30, we're going back now. Get ready properly. I think there's a gardens up there. I thought it was a walkway. They're gardens, I didn't know that. How special is that? For a couple of days I've had like my right side of my throat feels a bit, not swollen, but like I was just quite aware of it when I was swallowing at times. And I think that like I thought it was from going to Chase and Status because I was like screaming, shouting, singing, but it was only on the one side, and I thought that doesn't really make sense. Like it could be that, but like a couple times a year where I'll get like a really achy wisdom tooth because it's like under the gum and it's like a little bit out, and I think, I don't know if it's a little bit swollen and it's like making my inside my mouth like a little bit swollen, and it's cutting into my other tooth. It's really annoying. Anyway, I'm going to be mindful of it if it's not gone by tomorrow. So I'm going to do salt water rinse. I've just done a salt water rinse. I'm going to do 2 more today and I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then if it doesn't feel better by tomorrow evening, I'll probably book the dentist. I hate paying for the dentist, but I think I need to. Also, I have been clenching my teeth really bad, like all day. I'm clenching my teeth from when I've been feeling stressed and stuff. And that probably is grinding my teeth down. So I needed to go anyway. I was just avoiding it. But I'm going to get ready for the day. I've got my cup of tea. Last night we were making a cup of tea and it was Ollie didn't know why the tea was so pale and green, because he hasn't had green tea before. So when he brought it to me, he'd put milk and sugar in it. I was like, ugh, what is that? It's like, it looks disgusting. Then I realised it was green tea. So I had a really nice green tea last night, and then this morning I put a tea bag in and it was normal tea. Feeling like, sometimes I feel like the world or the universe will throw things at you or make things difficult, or like there's divine timing and all that stuff. I do feel like the Cornwall move has been a long time coming, but it's been quite a bumpy road and it's been a very uncertain road. And the thing with moving to Cornwall is, like, my current lifestyle, right, if I just explain it in a nutshell, I live with my grandparents. I don't have to pay them money to live there. Sold my car because I wasn't using it enough. My boyfriend gets a car with his job and the petrol is paid for, the car is paid for, like everything is paid for. So I just didn't think it was worth me having one when I work from home. So I got rid of my car. So my expenses are like the lowest they've been for quite a long time because I paid off debt I owed. And yeah, so I have a relatively simple life in regards to everything. I think, like, I'm in such a luxurious position. It won't last forever and it couldn't, but it's been nice the last couple of years, like, doing it this way and prioritizing time with people over money and having that luxury. Don't get me wrong, like, I don't have a lot of spare money for a lot of things. Like, I could, if I worked more, there's a lot more I could afford, but I just don't at the moment. I've not been like prioritizing that because it's not been something. I just wanted time with my grandparents basically, and that's what I got, so that's perfect for me. But moving to Cornwall will be a huge financial responsibility that I've not experienced. For that level of financial responsibility I've not experienced for like a good 4 years or so, when I lived in a flat with my friend on quite a low income. So Cornwall will be like a really amazing lifestyle change for me. It'll be really good for my independence. It'll grow my confidence a lot. I'm excited for like all the good it's going to bring, but it just means that I need to get another client on board or get a new job or something. Like, I need to change my career a little bit. Like, it needs to improve financially, which I'm not very financially driven, but obviously becoming an adult means having to sort of prioritize that a little bit more to get the things that you need to survive. I'll have lots of spare time that I'm going to want to use up, so like it'll make sense. It'll just be weird to change. It's kind of scary, like a big change for me, but versus the last sort of 3 years. One never knows where the day will take them when Oliver is in charge. So I've got this jacket on, I've got a cardigan underneath in case it's too hot for the coat, and then I've got this mini thing in case I don't need either. I've also got a bag for just my phone in case he wants to do some kind of walk, dirty bag, and then I've got my big bag with all my essentials in for the car. Going to Falmouth now. I'm just going to sit in the car whilst Ollie has his interview, because I have some work I can do on my phone. I'll just do that. What is the date today? The 6th? Yeah. had a very positive interview, and they even recorded it using some AI thing, so I got to listen to the whole thing.
Not good.
What? You played it?
No, but it's a scary thing.
Yeah, not great, because it like generalizes what you say and it like summarizes it into a paragraph. So where there's like humor, it can't pick up on humor. So reading it back, it doesn't sound funny. It sounds like a concern or a problem. I didn't like that, did you?
No.
But other than that, it was really good. And we're at this stunning beach. We just had food in New Lynn, and the reason we went there is because I watched this influencer called, I don't know if it's Madeline or Madeline, but Madeline Olivia, she lives in Cornwall, and she's just bought a cottage there that she's doing up, and she said it was like up and coming and to go. So we went. Really delicious food, like really amazing tapas. We had patatas bravas, had hake with chorizo, and I don't know how to say it, fricassee, I'm not sure. What else do we have?
The aubergine.
Oh yeah, really good aubergine. I had molasses, which I think is usually like from pomegranate, and it's really sweet. It's like a balsamic glaze, but it's from pomegranates. And then we had calamari, but I'm not really a fan. It's quite chewy, isn't it?
Banging.
Like when I
With the
bit into it, and then it was like
Aioli.
it like sprung back in my mouth. I didn't really like that. Areola. But yeah, that's all. Just having a lovely little beach time. Did you see that beautiful sunset last night? We went to Land's End, and I stayed in the car because I just had enough of walking and sitting and being outside, so I just sat in the car with my window down. But Ollie walked up a bit to see it. It's like, I think one of the best points, well, the best point in Cornwall to see the sunset, so that was nice. I find it quite hard to sleep without some kind of, to be honest, I usually need like a fan or something to sleep, or like a window open, or I don't know, just a bit of air flow in this little room, because it's like a small, it's a double bed, but it just feels a bit small because it's like old-fashioned bed frame. I didn't get the best sleep. I just struggled to fall asleep at the best of times when I'm not in sort of my own environment. I think it's contributed to my bad mood this morning slightly. We're going to make a bit of a day of our journey home, so we might go to Mevagissey or something. When I get back to Oxford, I've got a funeral, not today obviously, but it's looming, and it'll actually be the first funeral I've ever been to, and it is someone quite close to me, so I'm kind of dreading that. I'm not feeling like, I'm not in a very good mood today. I'm not looking forward to going home, to be honest. I think that I feel a bit confused with, until we know if Ollie has got this job or has taken this job, then I don't really know what to focus my sights on. I think I need to make changes anyway, but obviously if we move here it'll be different, slightly different changes, so maybe I'm just feeling a little bit in the middle. So let's try and turn a bad mood around. I'm not going to moan all day, I promise. It's not a mopey day, and it won't just be like, I won't be doing the car content or anything. It'll be stop-offs. Lovely meal last night. Oh no, I think I already told you actually when I was at the beach. I had a lovely time at the beach as well, just like sat and had a drink, and me and Ollie just chatted, and it's quite nice because like we're quite on the go when we go places. I think he gets really like fixated on the thing that we're doing and what time we're getting there, and when will the sun set if we get there at this time, and like how far away is it and how good is it, and tracking it on his phone, the logistics of a trip, whereas I'm obviously just enjoying the fruits of his labour. So it was quite nice because he seemed quite relaxed after his interview to just like sit and chat about loads of random different things, and my phone had been dead for hours, so that was really nice. Yeah, treat myself. That's one way to make your mood better. Go out and get yourself a nice little treat. If you haven't watched my Scotland vlog yet, I think you'll enjoy it. It's very similar to this, just nice views and sort of Airbnb stuff, but that's been up now. We also went to the Isle of Mull, which is where they filmed Balamory. So I think if you watched Balamory either with your children when they were little or as a child, then that's quite nice. I'm gonna finish getting ready.
Oh, a lovely trip.
Nice little 20% decline coming up. I hope nothing's coming the other way. That man looked very concerned when he saw us going down here. Look at that view though. Look at that. I feel so sorry for people that don't like driving and they come down something like this unintentionally. Look at this beach. That was the most treacherous road you've ever seen in your life. It was so worth it. Well, I can't say that because I didn't do it. Look at that. Oh my god, so clear. That is so pretty. This is hands down the most magical place I've ever been in my life, and I'm not being dramatic. I've never been somewhere that has this much of an energy and a pull. Like, it is so enthralling here. I feel like the sea is speaking to me, but it also has this like weird, dangerous vibe. It looks as if there would be secret people, magical creatures that would live here. Wow. Boy. Absolutely nothing is gonna top this for me or for the video, so I'll leave it here and just say that there are so many magical places to go, and if you live somewhere and you're feeling uninspired or you feel a bit done with it and you need some exploration, then it doesn't always have to be so far away from home. There's some quite good apps, like there's an All Trails app that Ollie uses which can help you find places. But the UK is so stunning and we go away all the time here. Instead of spending money, because I can't really afford abroad holidays, I can't afford to eat out, I can't afford the plane, the taxi to get there, or to keep the car there. Like, it's too much expense for me, so I just do lots of trips like this with the car, and it is so worth it because I constantly feel like I'm in magical places. I don't feel like I need to get on a plane to escape reality and come back and be so doomed. Like, this is just nearby. But yeah, hopefully I'll be living near here soon because this is just absolutely magical and wonderful, and I'm so grateful, and I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. I may start doing the vlogs instead of in order of day, in order of interest, because it tends to be at the end of the trip is better, or I don't know, like it gets more interesting, or I get better at filming at the end. So anyway, love you, bye. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. See you in the next one when I may have an exciting update. Oopsie, it's getting a bit close. This beach is like the most pretty beach I've ever seen in my life. But I don't know if you can tell, it's quite aggressive for a small little beach. Like, the water comes up way higher than you would think, like faster as well.